Hello everybody, Richard here, hope you're all well. It's been a week since my garden adventures. So at the end of that video I said that I was going to come out and have a look for some owls. So the following day I'd got some information about a communal long-eared owl roost. So I came up, but they weren't playing ball. Plus I wanted to have a look at the location first and see how suitable it would be for taking any video or doing a vlog. So I'm back today. It's a week later. So we are coming towards the end of January 2022. It's very overcast today. Light's not great at all. So from what I saw certainly last week, if there is any owls, they'll be tucked away in branches and in woodlands. So I don't know if I'm going to get any videos today or any photos today. Video opportunities further down by the nest site is going to be quite minimal really, because it was quite busy last week. And obviously everybody's really secretive and really protective of these birds, and quite rightly so. So I can't, obviously, for various reasons, give away the location of where these birds are. It just wouldn't be fair, because they are very close to the pathway, and whilst I'm not going to be disturbing them, there's no accounting for idiots. So and that's the last thing that anybody wants. So I won't be giving away, but we'll see. We get a video. It's been a funny old week this week, so I'm kind of glad to get out, bit of fresh air, stretch the old legs, and yeah, recharge the batteries. A bit of nature therapy, I think, is what is needed. So thank you for joining me on the video again. Like I say, we'll see what we can get. As always, there's no guarantees of anything, and we shall see. So I shall see you in a bit, guys, and stay tuned. Thanks a lot. Bye bye then. So I've had a quick walk down, and it is quite busy with dog walkers, but I've seen a couple of photographers, and whilst I've not spoken to them, they have some long lenses just like this one here. So it's looking promising that when I get to the spot, the owls will be there. So I've just pulled over, and I've just been watching for about 15 minutes a group of pochards, common pochards. It's a variety of duck. Lovely colouring on the males and females, mainly the males, and yeah, they don't quack, which is unusual. They make like a whistling noise, like a voo, 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 like that. It's odd. So yeah, so there's about 40 or 50 of them around. So quite nice to get quite close to the males. The males are beautiful. I've got some nice shots of them, so I've got a little bit of footage on the big camera, so hopefully we might be able to pick something up. But yeah, now I'm walking down to the spot now. It's a lovely spot where I'm at. Plenty of varied habitat, lots of water, streams and dikes and standing water, which will hopefully that's why the long-eared owls are in the area. I think there's a good winter source of food. Obviously predominantly field on voles and mice and water voles as well, and such like. So yeah, but I'm expecting it to be busy down at the bottom. You might be able to hear the pochards in the background, if you can look. You might not be able to see them, but they're behind me back there. There you go, in the water. So, but yeah, no, light's rubbish. Which is a bit of a shame really, because it was beautiful in Sheffield, and like I say, I'm about 15-20 miles away here. So, but no, all being well, hope the owls will be out. So I'm going to carry on walking for a bit more, and yeah, I'm going at it again. So I'll see you in a bit. Bye. I don't think these owls are playing ball. I don't know what's going on with them. I've had a good look round, and everywhere where people are saying they should be, they ain't. So this is the second trip now. Spoken to a couple of photographers, and they'd heard that they'd disappeared, but I don't know. I'm just wondering whether or not they've reacted to a bit of pressure really, and they're just further into the woods. I don't know. But that's just the way it goes, isn't it? That's photography. That's when you're out looking at nature and all the rest of it. It's just not playing ball sometimes, but it's nice to be out. And I've got to say, and I say, although the light's rubbish, it's nice just to get a bit of fresh air, a bit of time to kind of mull over a few things in the old grey matter, and yeah, almost recharge the batteries. So that's probably the best bit about the day, really, isn't it? It's what you get out of it. It's not about the shots that you can show off. It's what it does to you as an individual. So I got a couple of shots of a nice little robin that was following me around. I've heard that there's a sparrowhawk. These sparrowhawks flying around feeding on meadow pipits, because I've seen a few meadow pipits. So you never know, we might get a shot of that as well. But yeah, no, I've still got an hour before the light really drops, so we shall see. It's nice and quiet. That's the only thing with it early on when you're up near by the entrance. It's full of dog walkers, and I appreciate people need to walk the dogs, but they need to walk them in areas where there's potentially, this is on the edge of an RSPB site, so it's not really the right place really. But hey ho, who am I to say? I'm just a bloke who's walking around with a big camera who can't get a photo of anything. so anyway, it's that's the way it goes. So now I'm going to keep walking and see how we get on. So yeah, so I got a pochard so far. I got the robin, blackbird. I got a nice shot of a little egret. Well, I'm saying it was a little egret. It was a big old egret, so it might not have been a little egret. Might have been a regular one. So I don't know. Need to have a look to that when I get back in front of my bird book. So I'm not the best on birds, I've got to say. I mean, whilst I enjoy it, my bird ID skills leave a lot to be desired. And I'm amazed I even spotted the pochard, to be honest with you. But hey, you live and learn, and you learn a little bit at a time, don't you, I suppose. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up for a bit and have another walk. See you in a bit. Hello everybody, Richard here again. So yesterday's session, it's now Sunday, so the day after I went out for the long-eared. Kind of a real disappointment in the end. So after my last kind of entry into the vlog, I didn't really see a great deal. So I came away and got every intentions of getting up this morning and having an early start, and because the hoping the forecast was going to be really good light, but looking at the forecast, it was rubbish. So it really was not much point going out today. So what I've decided to do is come up to my permission. So I have a couple of permissions. When I say permission, so this is where landowners have allowed me to go on to their private land. What I've got permission for my little owls, and I've got this permission that I'm at now. So at this permission, I've got a couple of camera traps. I had a couple of camera traps down for about 3 weeks now. So I've got no idea what's going to be on them. I put some feed down, and but I put them down in an area. It was where I've managed to get some badger photos in the past. So what I've done is I put these traps in a slightly different area just to see if there's any other movement, any other badgers or foxes other than my more normal spot. So it's a kind of bit of a recce really, just to see what else is around because the badgers here seem to have shut up shop for winter. I've had bait down and literally once I know, I could tell when the badgers have been because the wood and all the if you like the wood that I put all the nibbles on, that's all kind of dismantled and ripped apart. Obviously the badgers come in really heavily and feed heavily on the feed that I put down, so they're really boisterous like that. So I can tell if the badgers have been. But like I said, the last few times I've been up here, they've been nowhere to be seen. So maybe they just tucked up. Obviously, it's this time of year where they'll be kind of hard at it, kind of getting ready to make baby badgers, ready for the spring. So could well be that they've got other things on their mind at the moment. So, but this is a really good permission that I'm at now. Managed to get hares here. There's a pair of barn owls, little owl I've had here. There's a nesting kestrel, pair of kestrels. They were around. I've seen roe deer down here. Like I say, my badgers. It's a real hot spot, and like I say, I'm really lucky to get on with the owner really well. And like I say, he's given me permission to come on, and he actually really enjoys the photos that I seem to be able to capture as well, which is all part of it for him really. So the land itself it's not agricultural. It's left for horses, but it backs onto agricultural land. So obviously I'm kind of free really to go wherever I want, as long as I'm not disturbing the horses or feeding the horses anything that I shouldn't be, which I wouldn't. I've kind of got free reign really. There's a small, I've got open like pasture land. There's got dry stone walls around, and then there's a woodland area as well, which is where I've got one of the cameras. Some nice decaying logs and stuff like that. So it'd be interesting to see what's going in there. There's plenty of trails around and tracks. So I'm kind of hoping that I don't know what's going to be on the footage. I'll put it on at the end of the video. If there's anything of any interest. There's got to be something that's been in there. You can tell that he's really active. I say not with badgers. I think it's fox. I think it's fox that are coming in, which is fine. I haven't got a problem with that. It'd be nice to get some nice fox photos, especially in the spring when it comes to the cubs as well. So yeah. So we're just going to go up today. Like I say, yes, it was a bit disappointing. So I thought I'd kind of go up, show you where the camera traps are. Show the footage of that, almost like combine the 2 days into one video. Because like I said, there wasn't a great deal to show for other than the pochard. I've got a nice robin shot, blackbird, kind of run-of-the-mill stuff really. Although the pochards were quite nice. But yeah, so I'll get my walking boots on and get my gear on, and then we'll go for a walk. Go and check these two cameras. Show you the location within reason, and also see if they have been out them badgers. You never know, they might have come out for a quick look. So I'll see you in a bit. Thanks. Let's have a look. So I'm just walking into the field. Just to see if anything's had a sniff or a go. Last time I was here I put a couple of tidbits on top of walls, so they've gone, but you know what, could be crows and stuff. Right. Like I say, I've not been here for a couple of 3 weeks, so well, the tidbits on the walls have gone, as you'd expect. Looking at this, yeah, the badgers have not been around. I'll just flick it around the camera so you can see. There you go, look, badger. So if they'd been in there, that would be all in pieces. You see I've got my lights on anyway, PIR lights. I bet you might be able to hear me. So you can see I've got the PIR lights there. But the badger's not been, because if they had, that would be like that. Literally, the power of the badger would do that. Trying to get into any food morsels that are kind of around, but yeah, they've not been. So, which is a shame, but I kind of expected that really. Like I say, the food morsels have gone on top of the walls. That could be crows, it could be anything that's picking them up. I know the tawny holes around, but what I would really like is to get a perch up for the tawnies and get them feeding. I mean, that would be pretty special. Try and get some lights up for them. But we'll see. Sorry if it's a bit jerky. So that's, like I say, that's my main, where I got my badger shots from last year. So the area we're going to now is I've got my first camera up, and then that's along some tracks, and the badger tracks, there's tracks all around here. I'll show you. What we've got to remember, this is private land. That ain't dog walkers. The owner does have a dog, but he walks it in the fields. This is all, the tracks on here are all from wildlife. So, that's probably not making very thrilling viewing. Oh, disturb the grouse. That buzzard still sat on top of that tree. Fantastic. Yeah, like I say, it's not always about getting a photo. Sometimes it's nice to get out for a bit of a walk, really. So, well, my camera's still here, which is always a gamble when it comes to camera traps. So yeah, the camera's here, which is a result. So I'll just show you the camera now. So that's the camera trap there. The idea is the badgers run up there. The set's in and around that area, and the badgers will come up here, and there's definite tracks which go along there all the way up. So I put a bit of bait, put a few tidbits in around that area there, so hopefully we get some footage from the camera around there. So off we go again. So the camera's there, which is a result. So we'll have footage of something. This is the woodland area I've got access to. This is just fantastic, this area. Absolutely fantastic. Right. Let's see if the other camera's still here still. Should be. I was a bit more limited as to where I could put this one. Oh, I can see the strap. she is. Still there. So you can see there's some decaying wood here, and the idea was to use that as a set for photos with this nice woodland background. Forgetting the cardboard, but so yeah, so they're in place. But as you can see, it's a nice woodland area back onto fields, and there's tracks all over them fields as well. So yeah, there's definitely visitors. So I'll get these in now. I'll walk back to the car. Maybe no, and I might never know. I might get a picture of that buzzard with his short lens on, but we shall see. And yeah, I'll see you back at the car. Right then, guys and girls, I've got the old trail cams in, so I'm going to head back to the car and download them. Like I said earlier on in the video, they've been here for about 3 weeks, so I mean, probably the batteries are probably knackered anyway. But I've had them on an interval timing, so they've only been going off at night because, like I said earlier on in the video, the place is full of hares and rabbits, and I don't really want that triggering. So I've had them on a dusk and daylight setting. So basically, they come on about 4 o'clock, just as it's going dark, and then about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, they click off again. So it's mainly because the main activity is at night. So it's interesting to see what's going on. Like I say, I don't need to see that with these rabbits here and hares, because I know that. So it'd be interesting to see what's on there. So like I said, they've been in for 3 weeks. They've had a 3-week soak. So yeah, look, it has been cold. So I'm hoping the footage that is on it is usable, because you tend to find that sometimes you do get condensation on them, so they can be a bit temperamental. But it's a fact, they are a fantastic tool for locating wildlife and then showing you areas to concentrate on. So chances are what I'll do is go back today and then, like I say, have a look at this footage, go and get some new batteries and get them loaded up. I'm just looking, it looks like there's some starlings murmurating. So there's a couple of thousand starlings over the way there. So if they come this way, you never know, we might get a murmuration. So yeah, we'll see. So I'm going to head back to the car. I'd say apologies, it's a bit different to normal, the video. It's spread over the 2 days, purely because of lack of content. So rather than putting 2 half-assed videos out, I thought I'd just do the combined one for the weekend. So it's just the way that it's gone, poor light and various other things. So, but all being well, I should be out next weekend for a quick session again. Got the girls next weekend, so again it'll be limited as to how long behind the lens, but that's the way it goes. But I've enjoyed it all the same. Nice to get out, like I say, bit of fresh air. I've had a tough all week, so good to recharge the old batteries and get ready for the another week ahead. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching again. And yeah, let's just see what the footage brings. Who knows? I'll catch you next time. Thanks a lot. See you later. Ta-ra.